Hi, we're live at the Saks flagship. I'm Tommy Ton. I'm the creative director of Deveaux, New York, and I'd like to thank you for watching. Deveaux, New York is a brand that was founded here in New York. It's all designed and made in America, and it's basically the antidote to the essential everyday wardrobe. When we put together a collection, we want to make sure that everyone, as soon as they see it, they want to wear it right away. Feels good, and they're just elevated everyday pieces that we want to make sure a woman needs in her wardrobe. So we're very happy to be sold at Saks, and the collection I'm showing you today is actually my favorite collection, Fall Winter 2021. So we'll start with a model right now. So Irina is wearing the Gracie mock neck turtleneck. We're actually wearing the same knit, but I'm wearing it in green, but she has it in ivory. So it's actually a layered scarf, which is the teddy scarf layered on top of the Gracie mock neck. It's in a boucle knit. And what you can't see, which is what I'm going to show you right now. So the turtleneck, sorry. The mock neck is on its own just a really nice, easy, slightly oversized drop shoulder knit turtleneck. But what we did is this idea of having a knit set, we didn't want to knit obviously a heavy sweater as a scarf. So what we did is we knit it as a single layer. So to give the illusion that you're wearing a sweater tied around your shoulders. Thank you. So you simply just tie it around, just draped over your shoulder like that. So without it feeling like you're wearing like a heavy sweater set, it's actually a single layer on top in this very nice light boucle yarn. So the green and the ivory is what's available at Saks. I love the green, but of course, if I look like Irina, I'd be wearing the ivory. And it's paired with the Clio twill trouser. So what's nice about this trouser, it's just like a very easy twill trouser that, it's a little bit more relaxed, not too skinny. And it's just great, the idea of just wearing something as light and cozy as this. Like this collection in particular, we wanted it just to feel just as comforting as being at home, but then being able just to wear it, at home, entertaining with friends, or going out. It just felt right to do this for this collection. So this is one of my favorites. So thank you, Irina. So then next, I'm going to have Eden come in. Eden is wearing the Elin, almost the same. This is in the olive vegan leather. This is done really well for us. It's just like a really nice fitted, simple shift dress, but we've done it in this really great quality of vegan leather. It has a very lambskin, very sumptuous texture. Feels good, right, Eden?
Beautiful.
Actually, Eden thought it was real leather, so if we've achieved that quality with finding the right vegan leather, it's been really great. So it's actually kind of like an apron skirt with a side belt. So it's almost like a wrap skirt, but when you unbelt it, it's actually just a single panel, so it's not like two heavy layers of vegan leather. But what's great about this is that you can either wear it to work, and then if you have cocktails or a dinner after, you can wear it as well, or you can layer a jacket over it as well. It's just like a great essential everyday piece. So yeah, thank you very much. So now we're going to show you one of my favorite sweaters from the collection. So what's great about this cardigan is, so it has like a waist cinch belt, so you can actually cinch it just to give you a little bit more of a defined waist rather than it being a boxy cardigan. So what's great is that you can either cinch it, or if you wear it loose, you can have the ties hanging. It's just kind of a bit more of an elevated cardigan than we're used to seeing. So what was great was it was a little bit casual, but then you can also dress it up as well in any way that you'd like. What's great is you can either layer it here with the Quinn leather blazer. So what's been really great about this jacket, which is a favorite at the Deveaux team office, is that you can either just throw it on really casually. It can go with something as easy as something that's cut like a sweatsuit, which is how we kind of wanted to approach the collection, or you can wear it with something a little bit more refined, like a dress. we love it actually with the Quinn leather skirt. Sorry, not the Quinn leather skirt. The Tiana's leather skirt, which is a paneled asymmetrical skirt. I mean, why not wear a full leather skirt? What's great about it is that it's quite figure hugging and it has a lot of movement when you wear it. So that's done really well for us, and you know, I think it's definitely one of our proudest pieces that we put out. Yeah, great, thank you. And then I'll have Eden come back. So here she's wearing the Rami cotton blend sweater. It's a little bit heavier than a typical yarn, but what's great about it, it has a really nice weight to it, has a drop shoulder. It's in this very nice icy blue color. I mean, it's one of our personal favorites. We love wearing this sweater, and I feel like anyone who has it would get a lot of wear out of it. And it's paired with the Brook leather short in olive, vegan leather again. So what's great about this, it's cut almost a little bit in a very boyish way. We tend to cut our pieces a little bit more unisex in a way, just because we feel like it's great that if we can offer it to anyone, they can wear it however they want to wear it. But what's great about these shorts is that you can actually just pair it with basically anything, like a knit sweater, matching leather jacket, or even just like a simple tank. But they're just really versatile shorts, and like they don't feel too heavy on, right?
Not at all.
Yeah, quite light.
Comfy.
So they're really comfy. And the fit, yeah, it's a little boxy, but not too oversized. So that's really great about these shorts. Great. I actually have a pair too, so thank you. And then I'll have Irina come back. So when we were designing the collection a year ago during the pandemic, we were just thinking of other ways of how would we elevate something as simple as a sweatsuit. So we thought, why not have a suit that's cut in a way that is as relaxed as a sweatsuit, but a little bit more elevated and refined. So with this jacket, sorry, let me fix this. My apologies. So with this jacket and the matching trouser, we wanted people to feel like they could go out but still feel quite relaxed. So it's paired with the Hannah hoodie, which is made in this really beautiful organic jersey. So it's just a very relaxed silhouette, but still a little bit more, you know, work from home, or I kind of want to go out, but I don't want to dress up. But it's just really, really cool just to be able to wear a suit, but mix it with a hoodie that's a little bit more of like a very light weight and almost feels like a second skin. So that's kind of where the direction of the tailoring was this season, is we want it to feel very fluid and just very easy, almost like pajama dressing. So that was the point of this suit here. And like, again, you can also just mix it together. Like, as you know, I said earlier, you can wear the leather blazer, you know, even with this look, and just mix it all together. We never feel like anything is too meant for one occasion. Like, you want to be able to feel like you can wear it for this moment or that moment. So everything is quite life-proof, which is how we kind of like to describe the collection. Like, it's meant for so many different occasions in your lifestyle. So yeah, thank you. And then we have Eden coming back. So she's wearing the Jean scarf blouse. So it's actually a scarf detail around the neck. So you just slightly tie it. Super easy. And then we paired it with the Savannah vegan leather trouser in the burgundy color. What's great about this pant is also it's cut like a track pant, but it's not too oversized. It's super easy. The waist is just very, very flattering for so many different people of different proportions and silhouettes. And what's great is you can either dress it up, which is what we've done with the blouse here, or you can actually make it a little bit more casual. So if you really wanted to go for a full look, you can also wear the Parker. So I guess maybe this would be a little bit more appropriate at the, I don't know, the ski slope or an Aspen. But no, like, there's options of wearing it a little bit more sporty, which is what we're seeing here. But personally, I love, mixing things like something that's a little bit more elevated, which is the silk blouse, with something a bit more athletic, which is the leather trouser. But yeah, the silhouette's done very well for us, and it's just great to see so many different types of women wear it in their own way. So, and this color is definitely really, really beautiful and sumptuous. So it's a really good color. Great, thank you. And then here we have Irina. She's back in the Aurora dress. So I always think it's great to have a dress that is in your wardrobe for, you know, that time when you're not feeling like you want to show off too much of your figure. It's a one size fits all. And I mean, I wish as a man we could wear those type of things, but what's great with a dress like this one called the Aurora is that, you know, there's a waist detail at the back where you can cinch it and tie it, which you can also do, you can tie it in the front if you want. But what's great about this dress is that it's almost trapeze-like in silhouette. And the sleeves, which have an elasticated cuff, you can actually push up here. So you can create a bit of a volume around the arm, so which is great. And it has pockets, because we love a dress with pockets. I think, you know, like the attitude and posture that comes with pockets, it's just so important to have in, I think, every dress that we design. So we just want to make sure everything feels quite easy and very versatile, and just cater to just anyone that really just looks at the collection and thinks, oh, you know, like this is what I want to wear. So you wear it, right? Thank you. Okay, and then while we wait for the next look, you know, it's the thing about the brand is that we've always just wanted everything to feel just easy, and you know, to be able to see the collection sitting at Saks, especially at the flagship, it's just great. You know, just great that the brand just mixes really well with a lot of other brands, and we never feel like anyone is meant to wear the brand head to toe. We always encourage, you know, our consumers to feel free to wear the collection in so many different ways, and it's never meant to be worn a certain way. And I just feel like we're always inspired to see the consumer, you know, when we see the images on Instagram, how they put the collection together. So it's really inspiring to be inspired by women and how they wear clothes in their own different kind of way. So yeah. And I think, so right now, if there's any questions, I'm gonna answer them. I think we have a few already, right? Or, yeah, okay, cool.
We have a few questions. We have no more model looks, but the first, there's a lot of compliments about how it looks very comfy and chic, but Sammy wants to know what your favorite piece is.
Okay, so my favorite piece, thank you, Sammy. My favorite piece in the collection is probably well, it's kind of a tie. It's actually the Quinn leather blazer with the Tiana leather skirt. Sorry if you can't see it fully, but it's actually just like a really sexy but also just very easy leather suit to wear. And what's great is you can wear it with a knit underneath or a camisole and just dress it up or dress it down. I personally love it with like a flat knee-high boot, which makes it very, very strong and empowering. So that's my favorite look of the collection. But then I'm always partial to the knits. So probably coming in second would definitely be the boucle knits, which we showed earlier in ivory, which comes available if you want the matching set with the teddy scarf. So, you know, having that two set together is great because, you know, you're matching, but it's not too overly coordinated. So, yeah. Thank you.
Leah wants to know what was the inspiration behind the colors of the collection.
The inspiration, thank you, Leah, for the question. The inspiration behind the colors of the collection, it's actually quite personal. So we, you know, as a team, we always try to think, what is it that we'd want to wear in addition to what our customer would want to wear. So, you know, like we don't generally wear a lot of color as a team, but we wanted to choose colors that were very rich and quite complementary to a wardrobe that is very neutral. So choosing a color like green, like I guess none of us were really keen on green initially, but you know, a color like this, which is kind of more like a sage green, is a bit more easy to wear. And then when we were looking at the vegan leather, when we came across the burgundy and the olive color, it just felt very easy and just joyful in a way to wear, especially in the autumn. So that's kind of where the colors come from. But you can always guarantee that we're always going to use black, beige, navy, or khaki, because those are our favorite colors. But I feel like with these colors, it kind of just felt very uplifting to use these types of colors for the collection.
Another question is, what is that tan dress on the rack?
Oh, okay. So this tan dress, which is made of a very easy wrinkle-free viscose, We can actually have someone put it on very quickly if you like. So it's almost like what I would imagine like an artist wearing. It has a puff sleeve with a tie in the open back, and you can actually wear it quite open and loose, or you can cinch it if you like. I can actually have the model put on really quickly while I answer the next question, and we'll go back to that.
Okay. Next question is if the clothes are unisex.
So the collection initially, when I first came on board, was unisex, but we do have a very specific collection for men's and for women's. But I actually welcome, our male consumer to shop in the women's collection as well, because it's actually quite easy to wear based on the way that we cut the collection. The pants are a little bit more fluid and oversized. The knits are a little bit more dropped and at ease. I mean, this crew neck basically could easily be worn by women, or I actually own the women's Gracie mock neck as well. So it's a silhouette that works basically for any gender or any person that would like to wear it. So I encourage shopping into both collections, whether it's the men's or the women's, just because if you like it, you like it, you should wear it, right? So that's kind of, I guess that's kind of how the process of how designing the collection comes about, is how we feel about it, whether or not it's men's or women's. This is what we feel comfortable in. So.
And we have another great question that is, you were a photographer before launching your line. How does that influence the way you design?
So being a photographer, primarily before becoming the creative director at Deveaux, New York, it really informed the process in terms of whether or not this felt relevant and this was something that I'd want to see someone wearing. So, I find that the greatest market research for myself is just to be out and about at the shows or just walking down the street and just be really mindful of how people really wear clothes. So, I still continue to take photos, and I just love to watch how people dress. And it's the only way you'll ever learn on what flatters particular body types or silhouettes, is watching how people dress. So that's kind of how my background as a photographer really informed the process. So we actually have the dress from the previous question that was asked. So this is what it looks like on. Just super easy. You can actually, so you can cinch it a little bit more if you want it gathered, or you can leave it quite oversized. It's a very flattering silhouette, super easy. And you don't have to worry about it wrinkling. You can actually just pack it up. It's in a really great crisp viscose that we just love so much. And yeah, it's in khaki, which complements green or burgundy very well. All right, thank you, Irina. And then
we have a last question.
One last question.
Is there a city that inspires your creativity?
Is there a city that inspires my creativity? I would say yes. I don't know. It's hard because I play favorites among cities. Like I love Paris, of course, but then I love like being in Milan and just watching like the regular people there. And then obviously New York, there's just this melting pot of culture here and energy, and you see all different types of people. So I think probably New York inspires me the most, just to see such a variety of different people here. But then I love going to cities like Tokyo or even just London, just being in different metropolitan cities and seeing how other people dress. I think that really just changes your perspective of how people dress on an everyday basis. So, but yeah, of course, New York is still my favorite.
I actually just got 2 more questions.
Oh, 2 more questions, okay.
Are the same fabrics used in the men's collection, or are they different fabrics?
So we generally do use the same fabrications in both collections. So, at the beginning of the season when we're designing the collection, we try to think, is this a fabrication that works both for men's and women's? And obviously there's certain fabrications that are a little bit more catered specifically to women's rather than men's. But I think it's a good balance to have the fabrications go back between the two collections. So I don't think we're very gender specific with our fabrics collections. We actually quite like juxtaposing the opposites when we're designing the two collections.
The last question is, what are your biggest inspirations
Well, I can't give too much away when it comes to talking about the next collection, but the next collection, which is coming out very soon, I think what we try to do every season is not stray away too far from where we've gone before. We want to make sure that it's a work in progress, that the collection feels like it's always evolving, but it feels like a wardrobe that will always feel like it works together as a whole in its entirety. So with this new collection, I think we just wanted it to feel appropriate for the time and relevant, but very light and easy. And we do like to challenge our consumer. Like we want to feel like if color feels right, or if it's more textural, then we add more textures to the collection. But we hope you're gonna like what we're gonna put out in a few months or so. But we're really excited. So yeah. And that concludes the live at Saks. Everything that I've shown you today is shoppable on Saks.com or visit the flagship in New York. I'd like to thank Saks again for having me and for having Deveaux available at Saks. Anyway, thank you so much again. It was a pleasure. Bye.